All right, now we made note of the singing color commentator, a fellow by the name of Al McGuire, who actually got himself involved with Kentucky coach Joe B. Hall in recording a record album. Let's take a look and listen.
On a warm summer's evening, on the train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us and he began to speak. He said,
"Son, I made a life out of reading people's faces and knowing what their cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. And for a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice."
Al, you sound like a romanticist at heart.
I can't sing, I had to speak. I told him I couldn't sing when they brought me down there.
Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. The night got deathly quiet and his face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right.
You gotta know when to hold them. You gotta know when to fold them. You gotta know when to walk away.
You know what's frightening?
And know when to run."
The chorus took this seriously.
Well, these are all talented people. It was done in Nashville in a great studio. They had great pictures. The chorus was outstanding. The only problem was I was in Tap City.
When the deal was done.
Right now, Kenny Rogers is very
Every
upset.
gambler knows
This is going to go number one in the
secret
charts.
to surviving is knowing
Al, did
what
you
to
have to
throw
psych
away
yourself for this?
and knowing what to keep. Cause every
I
hand's a winner.
I was nervous in doing it. It was a lot of fun. I did it because Joe B. Hall asked me to do it.
And the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep.
And when he had finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette, and faded off to sleep.
Joe B. has a very unique style. I don't think he handles himself the same way on the bench.
He broke
Oh, yeah, he's like a preacher here. On the bench, he's more like a Neanderthal man.
an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold. You got to know when to fold. You got to know when to walk away and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting.
Al, I would imagine these next few weeks will be very tough for you with all the record offers coming in.
Well, I don't have anything to do with it. If anybody wants a record, just write Joe B. Hall at Kentucky.
No, I'm talking about from a personal point of view. I can see all the contracts coming in, looking for additional records and albums to be cut by Al McGuire.
Oh, yeah, at least one for every 20,000 that are out there. Out of sight, Joe. Let's have a give me a high five. You think Kenny Rogers is in trouble?
No, I don't think so, Al.
You're lucky you got basketball to go back to.
I hope so. They may not let me back in the state.
Well, thank you for inviting me to Nashville.
Glad to have you. Thank all you guys, too. Super.
Al, how did this all come about?
Joe B. called me. We had Happy Chandler did two songs, and I only did one, The Gambler. And Kay Wood Ledford, the famous radio announcer for the Wildcats, also did one. And I went down. I enjoy it. I personally, in my life, enjoy anything the first time. But after that, then it gets kind of boring.
Are you saying there won't be a second time for this?
I went to see the record was already done before that, and we went down and just mouthed over. That's why I was out of sync.
I noticed. But, Al, I think you're selling yourself short. You say there's no second time. I'm not talking about it. You don't need a chorus. You don't need any support. I'm talking about a single.
Leave me alone, will you?